If you're living in Hamilton and you're getting tired of paying more and more for less and less, then this video is going to change the way that you think about your next move. My name is David Hildebrand, and I'm your local real estate agent for Smithville and West Lincoln. In this video today, we're going to be doing a full analysis of the cost of living breakdown between Hamilton and Smithville, and I promise you the numbers will shock you. We're talking home prices, property taxes, what your money actually buys you, and yes, the commute. I'm going to be absolutely honest about all of it. By the end of this video, you're going to know whether Smithville is the right move for you and your family or not. Let's get into it. So why are so many families making the move from Hamilton to Smithville? Well, there's three reasons that I've been seeing, and that's space, value, and quality of life. Hamilton's a great city. I'm not here to bash it. I know plenty of people that live there and absolutely love it. But if you're a homeowner, you've likely noticed that your property taxes have gone up pretty significantly over the last couple of years. And you may have even heard in the news, but property taxes are going to be getting even more expensive in 2026 for Hamilton residents. Meanwhile, the average home in Hamilton has gone up to $735,000, which is a lot of money, especially when you consider what you can get if you just go 25 to 30 minutes away. I see many Hamilton residents that are realizing that they don't have to compromise on their lifestyle in order to get the price break that they need. Smithville is just down the road and it's ready, affordable, and genuinely beautiful. All right, so let's talk numbers. Let's actually look at some inventory that's available in Hamilton and Smithville to see what's available in both markets for the money that you're going to get. Again, we said the average price in Hamilton is $735,000. So we're going to look at some things that are available, either conditionally sold or have recently sold in Hamilton to see what that money gets us. Now, I'm taking things that are a little bit comparable to Smithville, which means avoiding the Hamilton downtown core, which is just not really comparable to what Smithville has because there is no busy city center in Smithville. So let's take a look here. So this home sold for $700,000 at 269 East 28th Street. We'll just look through some photos here. Small bungalow, small driveway, nicely finished inside. But again, 1,020 square feet, pretty small home. 2 bedrooms on the main level, 2 bathrooms. Let's go back to another listing here. Conditionally sold, Harvard Place here. Older home, double garage. This one's conditionally sold and listed at just under $800,000, but you can see just lots of space, but needs a ton of work. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's been on the market for 9 days, but somebody wants it. So yeah, lots of updates needed to be done there. Then here we have a newer townhome that sold for $740,000 end unit here. And then again, looking at 55 River Oaks Drive, this one's conditionally sold at $770,000. It is a semi-detached end unit. And again, rose pink everywhere, lots of updates required. These listings in Hamilton, it could be exactly what you're looking for, but chances are if you're looking for a detached home that's outside of the downtown core, somewhere on the mountain, you're going to be looking at something that needs quite a bit of work, or you're going to be looking at a newer townhome or a semi-detached that might need some work, might not, depending on what you can find. So now let's jump over to Smithville. I just pulled some recent sales as well as what's available on the market currently. So 8 Linden Streets in a nice family neighborhood. It's conditionally sold. Very nice curb appeal, nice home. I would say these would all be builder finishes. So nothing fancy, but also doesn't need a ton of work. Detached home, fully finished. And again, in a great family neighborhood, lots of space, big backyard. Okay, that's one that's conditionally sold. Now here's where I want to talk about what Smithville can give you and West Lincoln can give you, because you can actually, for under 800,000, you can get into the country on a 1 acre lot with a garage. This listing here is at 5993 Silver Street. We have a bungalow that's a similar size to that updated one in Hamilton that we saw, but it sits on 1 acre, has that nice shop right beside. And again, nothing special, but doesn't need a ton of upgrades. It's pretty well ready to go for you. You could move in and be happy here and plan your updates as you get the funds to do that. But again, very livable, and you're on 1 acre in the country, lots of space for the same price as those bungalows and everything that were in Hamilton up here on the mountain. So again, we'll just look here. Brookside Terrace is newer condos, an end unit that just has a pending sale for $770,000. These units are very, very nice, very nicely finished. Nothing needed to be done here. Lots of space. A fully finished basement, no rear neighbors. And then a final one here. It's actually one that I sold. Is a great neighborhood in Station Meadows for a bungalow, 2-car garage, sold for $745,000 with a big yard. And again, looks very nice inside. Great neighborhood. Wonderful opportunity for a 2+2 bedroom there. So if we're talking in the $700,000 to $800,000 price point in Hamilton, we just saw that that's going to get you potentially a detached home that needs quite a bit of work, or a semi-detached home that doesn't need as much work, or maybe in the $750,000 range, you get a newer townhome that works for your needs without a finished basement. But then in Smithville, we can see if you just drive 25 to 30 minutes down the road, you could end up on a 1 acre lot with a bungalow and a shop with a home that doesn't need a ton of work. You could also end up in a nice family home that's fully finished and doesn't need any work as well. Those options are available to you in the $700,000 to $800,000 price point. The value gap is real, and it's not going away anytime soon. So one thing that doesn't get talked about nearly as much as it should be when you're buying a home and choosing which city you're going to live in is what the property taxes are for that city. Now, as we look to Hamilton and what's been going on in the city, we've noticed that there's been a large increase in property taxes over the last couple of years. And this year, again, there's a 5.5% proposed increase in property taxes, which could be as much as $293 for people on a home just in the municipal portion. Now, for some people that might be fine. It might be a cost that's just rolled into everything else. For others, that could be a real deal breaker. And when you look at West Lincoln and the stats that are there in terms of the price increase, West Lincoln is proposing a 3.9% increase in taxes, which is roughly around $69 to $72 per year in an increase this year. Now, if we look at those numbers over a 5 to 10 year period, this could be thousands of dollars that you're paying out if you choose to live in Hamilton versus if you choose to live in Smithville. And if you choose to live in Smithville, you're not only buying lower, but chances are your home is assessed at a lower value and you're taxed less for what you get in Smithville and West Lincoln. So not only are you paying less, but you're also saving more on taxes each and every year. And if the property tax increases keep going the way they are in Hamilton and West Lincoln, it seems that the gap between the property tax amounts might get even bigger and bigger as time goes on. I always tell buyers, the purchase price is something that you only pay once. However, property taxes are something you're going to have to pay for every year as long as you live in that house. So choosing where you locate your family and what the property taxes are in that area could mean a big difference for your wallet and for your quality of lifestyle. The gap seems to be getting bigger and bigger between Hamilton and West Lincoln in terms of what the property taxes are. And not only that, but you get more value in Smithville when you compare homes to each other. If you want specific numbers in terms of assessed values for a certain home, or you want to know what the property taxes are for a home that you could be potentially interested in buying, I would be happy to help. you can book a call in the description below and we can set up a time to do that. Also, if you're looking to make a move to Smithville and you're relocating from out of town, I have an absolutely free buyer relocation guide that is picture perfect for anyone that's looking to get more information about everything Smithville and West Lincoln. This guide will cover everything from cost of living to different neighborhoods to schools. Everything that you want to know is in that free guide. So if you want to have your buyer relocation guide, just click the link in the description below and you can download that totally free. All right, I promised I'd be completely honest with you, and the one downfall, obviously, about moving to Smithville would be the commute time. To get to central Hamilton, the downtown core, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic, which can be a long time for some people if you work in that area. Now, if you're looking to get to the GTA, you're looking at anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, based off of traffic, which if you live in Hamilton right now could also be a big difference. Now, is that commute for everyone? Absolutely not. Some people just despise driving. They would rather pay more for their life than to have to spend an extra 10 to 15 minutes in a car, never mind 30 to 45 minutes. But this is what I hear from almost every family that I talk to that has made the move after just a couple of months of doing the commute, is that time is a great time to decompress from work or from wherever they're coming from. It's a time for them to listen to podcasts or listen to music or just think about their day as they get to come home to their family, to get the things that they've been thinking of at work off of their plate, and to just be able to reset when they get home. Also, there's a lot of people that are working remote now, or they're working hybrid jobs where they only have to go to the office 2-3 days a week. And so that commute time, if you only have to do it half the week, can be a lot more bearable for people than if you're having to make that drive each and every day in a work week. The commute, it's not for everyone, but for the right family, the trade-off could mean a big payoff each and every day. All right, now we're moving on to my favorite part, because this stuff that we're about to talk about, you can literally not find in any part of Hamilton in any price point. I'm talking about the shop, the acreage, the room for your kids to run that people in Hamilton are craving and is available for you right in here in West Lincoln. In West Lincoln, as we saw, that is available for you under $800,000. We saw that place that has 1 acre and a shop and a house that doesn't need any work to it. If you stretch that number up to $1 million to 1.2 million, we can see that there's so much available for you in those price points that you literally cannot find in Hamilton. Beyond the property itself, the lifestyle in Smithville and West Lincoln are just different. It's got that small town vibe and that small town feel that you cannot get in Hamilton. When you go to the grocery store, there's a chance one of your neighbors is there or somebody that you know. On your street, you're going to know people's names very quickly because people are so friendly in Smithville and in West Lincoln. I've experienced this for myself. Relocating from St. Catharines, I moved to Smithville and I found that I know a lot more of my neighbors by name than I did when I lived in St. Catharines, and I lived there for a lot longer than I lived here. There's also lots of lifestyle benefits to living in Smithville and West Lincoln, which includes reputable schools, a recreation center in Smithville that includes an arena, a library, skate park, splash pad, walking track, and a playground. So, is Smithville right for you? The way I think about it is if you're a renter in Hamilton or somebody that's in an entry-level home that really doesn't like how crammed you feel and you need more space and you need more available to you and you're not afraid of a drive, then Smithville could be a great option for you. I've had people that are 50-50 on whether or not they want to make the move to Smithville just based off of how long the commute is. And once they've made that decision, I've spoken to them later and they said, I would never look back on the decision I made. My life is so much better here. I enjoy living here so much more because of everything that it offers in comparison to what I had in Hamilton previously. Now, if you live and work and breathe the downtown core in Hamilton and you couldn't imagine doing a commute like that, then I totally respect that. That is something that is a personal choice, and I'm not going to try to sway you to make a move to Smithville if that doesn't make sense for your everyday life. The community here is growing and the value is real. Quite frankly, I don't know how long the price gap between Hamilton and Smithville will be as big as it is right now. If you found that this video has been helpful in thinking through your next move, please feel free to hit that like button. It genuinely helps other Hamilton families like you find the video and to get the information they need when they consider making a move to Smithville. If you're looking for more information on moving to Smithville, I've created a full buyer relocation guide for moving to Smithville, and we cover it all. We cover neighborhoods, schools, market data, cost of living, everything, and it's completely free to you. Just click the link in the description and you can get it downloaded today. If you're ready to have a real conversation about moving to Smithville and are looking for a local agent that knows the area, I would be happy to set up a call and answer any questions that you might have. You can call me or text me directly at 905-353-5149, or you can click the link in the description below to set up an appointment with me. I post new videos each and every week talking about the Smithville and West Lincoln real estate market. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the new videos that are put out. I'm David Hildebrand. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.